Breaking news, SPLM-IO in crisis. Stephen Phar, Kuol, tapped as interim leader amid Machar's detention. Juba, April 9, 2025. A political shakeup is unfolding in South Sudan. In a dramatic move today, a group of senior SPLM-IO officials in Juba have endorsed Peacebuilding Minister Stephen Phar Kuol as the interim leader of the party, replacing longtime chairman Dr. Riek Mashar, who remains under house arrest. But this endorsement has sparked deep division. Top SPLM-IO leaders, including Interior Minister Angelina Teny, Mining Minister Martin Abucha, and Secretary-General Regina Kaba, boycotted the meeting, signaling internal resistance. The faction backing Kuol includes powerful figures like Federal Affairs Minister Lasuba Wango, Council of State Speaker Deng Akon, and former Deputy Finance Minister Agok Makur. Analysts warn that this could be the beginning of Machar's removal as first vice president, a position he was granted under the 2018 revitalized peace agreement. This is not the first split in the SPLM-IO. In 2016, after violent clashes in Juba, Deng stepped in and replaced Machar in a similar fashion. Speaking to the press, Kuol said the meeting focused on recommitting to peace, reviewing the role of Deputy Chairman Oyet Nathaniel, and forming a functional interim leadership while Machar remains in detention.
In this meeting, which we organize to resolve the current leadership crisis in our party, we have resolved to produce these documents. And here is the documents, our communique, our resolutions. The SPLM-IO Leadership Consultative Meeting resolutions. The SPLM-IO leaders comprising of members of the Political Bureau, National Liberation Council, members of Transitional National Legislative Assembly, members of the Women, Youth, Students, and Veteran League and party cadres attended the SPLM-IO Leadership Consultative meetings under the theme Overcoming the Toils of Nation Building on Wednesday, the 9th April 2025 at Farms Africa Hotel in Juba. The consultative meetings attended by over 500 members from the stated categories deliberated on the SPLM-IO commitment to peace, the status of Honorable Nathaniel Oyet as Deputy Chairman of the SPLM-IO and formation of the interim leadership. In the light of the ongoing issues, the leadership consultative meeting resolved as follows. On the SPLM-IO commitment to peace, the commitment to the revitalized agreement on the resolution of conflict in South Sudan, the SPLM-IO reaffirms its unwavering commitment to the implementation of the revitalized peace agreement, both in letter and in spirit. We believe that the agreement is the sole pathway to achieving lasting peace and reconciliation among the diverse communities of South Sudan. 1.2, the release of the SPLM-IO chairman and comrades. The National Liberation Council urgently called for immediate release of SPLM-IO chairman, Dr. Riek Mashar, and all comrades and detainees following the recent clashes in Nasir involving armed civilians and the South Sudan People Defense Forces. This act of detention undermines the principle of peace and dialogue essential for our nation recovery. 1.3 called for immediate halt to the ongoing military offensive. The SPLM-IO leadership urged the peace parties involved in the ongoing military offensive to create an environment conducive to peaceful dialogues. The ongoing advance of the SSPDF toward Ulang County, particularly the effort to redeploy Nasir Town, must be held to allow for the exploration of political solutions. 1.4 commitment to dialogues. By stopping military operation, the current interim leadership, the SPLM-IO, will have the opportunity to dialogues. Number 2, on the status of Honorable Nassani Al-Uyed as Deputy Chair of the SPLM-IO, we have resolved to deling ourselves from Honorable Uyed Nassaniel and enforce resolve to treat him as a former Deputy Chairman and Deputy Commander-in-Chief of the SPLM-SPLA. This decision is informed by the fact that the headquarters of the SPLM-SPLA-IO is Juba, seeing the formation of the government of revitalized government of national unity. Therefore, the SPLM-SPLA-IO, which is part and parcel of the national unity government, cannot be led or take orders from self-exiled leaders. Party and government decisions are always taken where the seat of the party and or the government is established and not via remote. Number 3, on the formation of the SPLM-IO leadership, the National Liberation Council nominated and approved the following leaders to lead the party at this junction until when the SPLM-IO chairman, Dr. Riek Mashar, is released. And they are as follows. 1, Ambassador Stephen Phar, Kuol, interim chairman of SPLM-IO. Number 2, Honorable Lasuba Luduru Wango, deputy chair of the SPLM-IO. And number 3, Honorable Agok Makur, Secretary-General of the SPLM-IO. As we move forward, the SPLM-IO remain resolute in our mission to advocate for the right and dignity of all South Sudanese and to foster a future rooted in peace, unity, and reconciliation. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the press.
What happens next could reshape South Sudan's political landscape. That's all for now. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay updated with the latest news, politics, and developments from South Sudan and beyond. Don't forget to like, share, and turn on the notification bell. This is South Sudan 24, bringing you stories that matter.